Alright guys, today I'm working on a project for a customer. This is going to be a stock for a 60 millimeter CO2 tank for his either paintball or airsoft gun, whichever it may be. We're making a part for him, custom. Show me the pictures. Let's see if I can find them. Let's go to messages. Oh no, never mind. It's on right here. This is what we're making them. Something similar to this. I did tell him the one that I have to make is going to have to be a little bit thicker around the tank area. Just for strength wise, it's not going to be made out of the same kind of material that this one is that he's got pictured. This one's probably going to be much more stronger material, so that area is probably going to be a little bit more thicker, and this area right here probably going to have to be more closed in. But it's going to have a double bolt design just like this one. And the idea is when you tighten down the bolts, it will tighten down onto the tank, securing it to the tank. So like here, I have pictures on my phone, so as we design this thing, I can look off the pictures on my phone. Alright, so we'll go to our software, which I use TINKERCAD. It's just a lot easier for me to make some of these parts. I find that most of what I make can be made on TINKERCAD, and you can just start with simple shapes and just shape out what you're trying to make. There are a lot more detailed, lot more advanced design software out there you can use, which I've tried some of them, but I'm still learning myself. I've only been doing this for 3 years, so I may try to do some of the more advanced stuff, but for me, for what I make, this kind of design software like TINKERCAD works great for me. Starting out in 3D printing, I would definitely start with something like TINKERCAD. It's very easy to do. Everything is pretty simple. It's a lot easier to figure out than some of these that are more advanced. But let's get into it. Okay, the tank has to be 60 millimeters, so he gave me the measurement of the inner diameter, 60.5 that the tank's got to fit in. I'm going to start with a 70 millimeter here and take the sides out. Now, another one for the end. I'm just doing this by eyeball right now. Let's see. Start with trying to figure out what I want to start with here. It looks more square like. Actually, I'm going to start with square on the end here. This will be our end. I want the end to have a square around this, like in the picture. Obviously, if you do that, the bottom and the top's going to be like that. So what we'll do is take a square nothing, square cutout. Two of these. Something like that. And what we'll do is we'll cut this shape. Like this. We have this at the height of 26. So here's 26. Now he wanted it, I think it's 5 inches, sure, 5 inches in length. So see, inches to millimeter converter. We're going to put in 5 inches. That's 127 millimeters. So, let's see. Let's make this 125. 127. This is just a way of me measuring here about how long it's going to be from the end to end. That's good. Don't have to be perfect. You want to about about 5 inches long. Okay. Move out of the way. Line these up. Center them up here. Okay, they're centered. Right now they're 5 inches from the side to side. So now we have to make a wall going this way, a wall going that way. This might be a little tricky at first until we figure it out. Almost there. It's close. Just to turn slightly. That's pretty close. Okay. Stick as a cutout here. Let's copy this. Got it copied. Let's mirror it to the other side. And we should be able to line it up here about the same as the other side. Hopefully. Just come down a little bit. 128.6. Let's try 128.3. There. And pretty good right there, just about. Okay. Go ahead and combine this. Right. May want to hold off. Let's hold on for a second. Let's look at the picture here. Don't have to be exactly like the picture they want it, but I'm going to make it close as possible. Right. Let's go ahead and do the cutout for the circle so we can line it up first. Well, yeah, let's do it. 60. Okay. Let's see here. Centered right there. But I think I'm gonna make it come a tad more this way. Up 26. Let's go ahead and combine these parts together. Won't I combine? Yeah, for some reason it's squares. Okay. Alright. I'm just doing some more shaping here. Just eyeballing stuff. something like that. It's already centered. See? Just eyeballing it and it's centered. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and combine this. Now in real life, when this thing's made, you won't be able to see these lines, but where they is combined in the way I did it, it's showing the lines, but in real life you won't see no lines, it'll be just smooth. Let's see here. It's not going to be exact, the cutout thing, because it's got to be, I want it thicker on this part for strength. I didn't want as much open. So, let's see, let's make it a little bit more wider. Actually, let's turn that back into a shade. Cut that end off like that. Just doing this as I go, what I'm thinking. Let's see. So, the picture is right here on your screen of the part he's wanting made. Not exactly like it. Oh, I got cut that off on the bottom. Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's the picture's on the screen though of what he's wanting to make, and this is what we have so far. It don't have to be just like it. He just wants something similar to that. Okay, let's cut this off now. Okay. It's perfectly flat on the bottom. We had a part sticking through the bottom. I had to fix. Okay. So yeah, the picture is on the screen of what he is wanting made. Again, it don't have to be exactly like it, but something similar. The center cutout part That's what I'm doing right now. So, but I want the sidewalls to be thicker. Trying to think. There has to be enough room for the bolt to go through, the head of the bolt to set in, and there has to be enough room for the nut to set in. This one's a little tough. Just trying to picture everything in my head. Let's just go with something I have to at least see. Alright, got the two lines combined. Let's go ahead and line it up. Checked out, and the bolts run through the side here, bolts, then there'll be a nut cutout right here, nut cutout right there for the nut to slip in. I'm just making sure there's enough room, and while I'm thinking about this, I had to think about strength, I had to think about all these different things. So I have to make sure this is right. Okay, let's see what we're going to go next. Cutouts. I'm not sure if I already have a cutout for I think it's the bolts I'm using are, I believe, M6. Let me check. Yeah, M6. Bolts, and the nuts and the bolts for M6. I'm going to check to see if I have a cutout for it yet. I think I do. In my creations. It's another good thing about this software is you can make, there's a section for your parts, for little things you can make that you can reuse for other designs. Just like a bolt cutout. 6mm nut cutout. I think that's what that is. Let's see. Yeah, it's not that one. The bolts or the nuts are 10mm. So yeah, it's not that one. Yeah, this is the bolt cutout we need for it. It may have to be shortened, changed up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to have to be shortened for sure. Let's see if we can shorten it up some. Here. Now it's going to have to be turned, but I'm just going it this way for a second to see. Maybe a little bit longer. Let's see. Okay, this is a bolt and nut bolt and nut cutout combination. So it'll be something like this. Whenever we do this, I'll have to change the angle like that. Trying to get lined up best way I can. It's pretty close. I'm looking at the edges of this and the edge of this, make sure it's somewhat lined up. Don't have to be perfect, but that's actually pretty good. So it's actually not bad, something like that. Yeah, it's probably gonna stick out a little bit. It's gotta be enough room. Something like that. Yeah. I'd like it more up this way, if possible. Yeah. Okay. Now let's center it up in height. Let's go this way. That's the center. Okay, it's centered up. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. that duplicated. Now let's mirror it this way, that. Like that. It's pretty good. Hopefully it works. Probably going to have to make it out of some stronger plastic PETG, most likely. Let's see. I think we got it. Let's cut out. Yeah, see? So the head of the bolt, this would fit on this part, and we go through. Right here's where the bolt or the nut. Right there's where the nut will go in. Like that. Same on the side. There'll be two different pieces. This will go around the tank. Bolts on, secures on, tightens in. Something like that. Okay. So let's go back to the picture. Let me find it. Oh, that's over here. It's over here. Okay. So it's similar to that. To make it maybe a little more like that, I can put some ridges on the side like this. So let's see. Again, it's not, don't have to be exactly like it. They wanted something similar, and I have to also think about strength. Strength-wise, it has to work for a 3D printed part. Let's see. Could do some ridges. Let's see what they have. Oh. Cancel. In this section they have a lot of random parts and stuff. What is this? Let's see what this. Sometimes I'll use stuff out of this. That might make a nice ridge if I modify it. Oops. And if we, let's see. part. Okay, well, let's turn that into a cutout. Move over here. Let's go back, make it a little bit longer. Something like that, maybe. Give us some ridges. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's copy that. Or duplicate that. Let's mirror. Move to the other side. It should line up just as well on this side. Something like that. Lined up good. Lined up. Lined up. Let's go ahead and combine that. And what we'll do, we'll line it up. Make sure it's perfectly lined up here. Yep, lined up. And we'll do that, combine, and there we go. Now we got some ridges to the side a little bit, just some extra decorative things done here. Yeah, I think we're about good on this. Sometimes I'll do a little initial thing. Let's go. Let's see. Caps. S3. S3D. Got a little S3D added in the inside, just as a little trademark Spencer 3D thing. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Okay guys, I got that part done. The buttstock for the 60 millimeter, the same one that you've seen on software that we designed. Came out really good. Already got the bolts and the nuts set in. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. You see, we got, that's the one part, the back. This will go in like this, and we'll screw in, and then you have the set in nuts right here. You see that? You have the set in nuts, they fit in there good. Already screwed the bolts into them and everything. I just took it back apart to show you. I already have it listed for the customer to get. They really liked it and everything after they've seen the pictures of the design and everything. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. So they can slip their tank in right here, through there, and you put it on the second piece, and you can bolt that on, and this will come together, squeeze together, tighten onto the tank. The print came out really good. I use PETG, PETG, and overall it came out really good. Just sometimes can be a pain printing with that stuff. It's sometimes hard to, you have to have your settings just right. It can be stringy, and if it's got any moisture, it'll be real bubble texture, like a rough texture to it. It came out really good.